I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless, spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my
What's going on, Remnant 2 gamers? Welcome back to the channel. It's D Werewolf Gaming here, back with another Remnant 2 video. Alright, hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Today, guys, I want to bring you another build using the Nightfall long gun. This time, guys, I will be using the Supremacy Amulet. That amulet is amazing, guys. Whenever it is active and you got full health, you will be receiving 30% increase in all damage. But on this particular fight here, I do want to point out, guys, when I fought this boss here, I was using the Cost of Betrayal amulet. You know, but they both work just as effective. So if you don't have the Supremacy amulet, you can easily use the Cost of Betrayal. But you gotta keep one thing in mind: you will only have one relic when you do use the Cost of Betrayal amulet. With that being said, guys, right now status effect builds are dominating Apocalypse right now, and mod-based builds. It's kind of disappointing. You know, I hope in the next update that they take a look at that and maybe fix the range-based builds, so to get the range-based builds back on par with the status effect builds, guys, because you can easily kill bosses in less than minutes using any sort of status effect build, just about. But when it comes to your range-based builds, that since the huge nerf that everything that all the weapons that benefit, the mutators and stuff that benefits range builds have been nerfed, it takes quite a little bit longer, and you have to do a whole lot more to get that extra damage in. For example, guys, I never used to use the Bright Stone that much because, you know, when you use it, it does do damage to the bosses and also gives 10% bonus and everything damage, and that lasts for 5 seconds. That's why you see me throwing that little blue bomb right now to be able to get an extra 10% damage. With that being said, the Nightfall, don't get me wrong, this gun is still amazing. It's still one of the top guns right now, in my opinion. But, you know, it's pretty sad to watch how some of the other guns have fell off so much because of all the nerf to the mutators and basically anything that benefits range builds. Alright, so this build that I'm using right now is the Archon Tempest build, basically. And all because, you know, with the Archon class, you do get your mods back quicker. Alright, so I did use Chaos Gate. Basically, guys, when you stand in the middle of that circle, when you get up to 50 stacks, you can get up to 35% bonus damage, but you will take increased damage as well. And you also gonna have continuous generation of mod while that is active. You get Power Leak as your first trait. Basically, guys, whenever you're gonna continuously get mod generating with that, you get Spirit Within. This is reduces your mod power requirement. Power Creep also is designed to help you get your mod back, and you got Amplify as well, which increases mod damage by 50% and 10% mod crit chance. Alright, I did Hunter's the secondary class. I did use Hunter's Focus. Guys, whenever you go to that focus state, just make sure it highlights the enemy. You hear that little beep noise that it makes, and you will get 25% increase in range damage and weak spot damage as well. And the marked enemies will have increased critical hit chance by 10%. I like using this a lot, guys, because it has the lowest cooldown of 40% of all the other hunter skills as well. Alright, your traits, so you get Dead Eye, you gain 40% range damage and 15% weak spot damage and 5% range crit chance. You get Return to Center, kills due to critical hit and weak spot, increases the chances for ammo to drop on the ground. You get Urgency, got firearms gain 15% reload speed and 15% movement speed anytime you kill, and you get Intuition. Basically, anytime you take a relic, it extends the duration of your hunter skills. Guys, this ability, this trait is less effective each time you take a relic though, so keep that in mind. Alright, your armor, it did not really matter, whichever works best for you. The Profane Relic was one I was using in this build. This relic is all designed about getting lifesteal back. It has an innate 3% lifesteal. Whenever you use the relic, that is doubled. Alright, I did have 15% range crit damage, 15% weak spot damage, and plus 20 mod and skill cast speed. You definitely want to use that so you can cast your mods pretty quickly. Alright, the Nightfall, just amazing long gun. You enter the Dread Rock, well, based in the Nightmare Realm. Nightfall gains infinite ammo, 25% rate of increased fire rate, and 10% lifesteal. Goes pairs great with the Profane Relic. Alright, I did use the top heavy mutator. This increases this weapon's range damage by up to 15% based on how close the magazine is full, and at level 10 increases this weapon's weak spot damage by up to 20% based on how close it is full. I've tested this out at the range multiple times, and I do get a lot more damage using this mutator. Your melee weapon did not matter. I did use Krell Axe because you can apply static and corrosive on the enemies at the same time. The Nebula helps you get your mods back quicker. Plus, you get the Nano Swarm that does damage to bosses and adds. And I did pair it with the Feedback Mutator. But choose whichever one works best for you. I like using this one because I do get my mod back pretty quickly. Alright, probability cord increased critical damage by 20%. I did use the Burden of the Destroyer. Guys, use this only when you're fighting the bosses. And alright, you do lose ideal range by 35%, but increasing all damage by 15%. And whenever you're out in the open world just killing regular ads, I would use the Offering Stone because it basically does the same thing, except you have to keep shooting and then it'll build up to the 15% increase in all damage. So again, whenever you're fighting the bosses, I use the Burden of the Destroyer to get that flat, increasing all damage by 15%. But whenever I'm out in the open world, I switch to Offering Stone. So that way you don't lose any ideal range. Alright, and Xana's Malice, you get increased weak spot damage by 20%. And Leaking Gemstone, this allows 20% of the mod power generation to continue while the mod is active. So that way you continuously get mod back. Alright, and the amulet was the Necklace of Supremacy. Basically, after 5 seconds of not being damaged, it increases all damage dealt by 15%. If you're at full health, you get that bonus is increased to 30%. This is amazing for dishing out damage, guys. And since you're going to be using the Nightfall, you're going to always be getting a good bit of, majority of the time you will be at full health. Take a little bit more of my weapon stats. You can see everything. These are some pretty decent numbers. Critical range damage of 70%. Bonus damage of everything 45%. And weak spot damage is 30%. Alright, your traits, Fast Caster comes automatically on Archon. Long Shot comes automatically on the Hunter. I had 10 points in Triage, increased healing by 50%. 10 points in Regrowth, get some health regen with that. 10 points in Fortified, improve my armor. I had 3 points in Gifted and Extended skills. I had 2 points in Swiftness so I can move pretty quickly. 10 points in Invigilate, increase my max health. 10 points in Spirit, get your mods back quicker. 10 points in Expertise, get your skills back faster. 10 points in Bark Skin, reduce damage by 10%. 10 points in Sucard, increase mod duration by 30%. 4 points in Siphon, get some life steal back. And I had 1 point in Endurance to increase stamina. Alright guys, if you like the build, please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thank each and every one of you for your valuable time today. D Werewolf out.